Hello, it's Artisan Crafter Amy, and I have another steampunk journal. This time it's a steampunk journal I made from scratch with the full advantage of all my new supplies. Thanks again to everyone for patronizing my shop, especially a big shout out to Heather, who's had several custom orders for my shop, which I especially appreciate. She is full of these super fun, great ideas. If you follow me on social media, you'll see some of the things that we've been making for her, because she's amazing and great. Thank you, Heather. And then this is just something that I make in my spare time between working on, special orders, things like that. This is the only sheet I had of this coveted Graphic 45 paper from their Imagine Pad. I only had bought 2 sheets of it, this sheet and the sheet with the hot air balloons. So yeah, there's that. And then here's the inside of the box. The box feet haven't come yet, so it doesn't have the feet on it yet. Actually, they came last night, but I left it here. And then there's the magnets that I've done. And I did a little house with a tiny little steampunk person in it. And then here's a map, a vintage map that has a letter. It just has writing space on the other side. I did the letter from the bookmaker inside. This time the keychain is a steampunk key that was pretty cool. And then here's the journal. Oh, it looks like I got some paper scraps in there, didn't I? And then here's the journal lid. Yep, I'm at the office today, so the camera is between me and the item, so I can't get it too far this way. And then there's the box latch, and if you see, it latches like this, and it even twists shut to keep it from popping open. Yeah, cute. I love the boxes. And then here is the journal. Oh, right, sorry for my bad singing, but I mean, I just love how it came out, all the gears and everything. I had the idea to do the time machine door on here, and with the magnetic closure snap. What I was going to do with the whole rest of the cover, I didn't know. So here it is. I hope you can see all the gears and everything on it. And then there she is getting ready to go into the steampunk or into the time machine, or steampunk time traveler. And there she is. She comes out into a lovely modern day scene with hot air balloons, coincidentally in both places. And then there's somebody new getting ready to arrive in the machine. So there's a little bit of dried glue on there. I'm just gonna pick that off. And then yeah, it has a magnetic closure, so it makes a satisfying snap when it shuts. And then here on the back is an image I used on the box of the other steampunk one. I love this image, and I added a couple gears to it, which is fun. And then of course, metal book corners. We have the rivets and the jean on the spine, which is great. One of my daughter's old skirts that wasn't gonna fit either one of us ever again. Too small for her, and I'll never get that small, so. And then I did a chain closure on here. Let me just unlatch it with a little, where did I got lobster claw clasp on there. And then I have steampunk charms like this hand. And then this one here off the charm bracelet that I used to make the chain closure, the vintage charm bracelet. And that skull charm, a gear. And then this Asian character was also part of the original charm bracelet that I cut up to make the closure. And then once we open this up, boy, we can just almost get this all on here, can't we? Yeah, I think I got it there. Okay, the far right-hand corner of my desk calendar appears to be the spot. So let's empty this out here. I'm working more and more on trying to do a pretty steampunk instead of just so grungy and dark. So I've got this pocket here, let your dreams be your wings, and I have some ephemera from a Stamperia paper pad that has some fun steampunk ephemera. And this here was from that. And then we have this vintage French envelope, which is a writing space. And what I've done this time is that's where my letter from the bookmaker is. Instead of as a scroll in the front, I've done it on the back of this vintage French letter. Isn't that fun? And then from the Stamperia pad, they have these really nicely detailed journaling cards. So I took advantage of those. Ooh, let's black side up one of these. And then let's put those in the pocket there. Probably easier before I put that in there because it's catching on the lip of that, and then put this in after. And then on this side, this is the card that I'm gonna write to the person who buys it, and it's an easel card. So it just kind of pops up like an easel, and these little raised things here hold it up, and the note will go inside here, and there's a little tag. Or a tuck spot, not with a tag in it. And then there's the back of that. And that goes here. I am having a hard time getting this to stay down. I think I've just not been patient enough with letting it dry before I start moving it around. So I will give that a little bit of work to get that to stick down. My jean trim here that reinforces the spine, and then it's also decorative. And then we have this neat looking steampunk man here. And then I've used a combination of die cut gears out of metallic and regular paper. This is black paper that I edged with gold. And then actual metal gears like I had on the cover. And then as usual, I like to have inspirational quotes and sentiments. So here's some of the paper gears here. And an inspirational quote. A nice cluster of die cut gears there. Hey, can you see that? Go this way. Okay. And there's a real gear right here. And then a die cut gear, sentiments. I did a variety of tabs. This lace tab here. Some die cut gears. I love the vintage documents with the steampunk. I think they just look so great. I made a big pocket on the side of this one. And then I used some ruffled ribbon at the bottom, which feels great. And then I like this little bit of heart lace that I've reinforced on some chipboard there to help, you know, make it a nice page tab. Sturdy to grab and tab the page. And then I put little charms in the center of each of these. I've tried to use really flat charms for the inside of the book and then use the fun chunkier ones on the chain closure. This says, I'll try to read it. And every hair from fair sometimes declines. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. And, oh, here we go. And every hair from fair sometimes declines. Huh, well, I guess that's maybe not the cutest thing, but it is a cute charm. And then what I've done, I've bought a crocodile. Thanks again, you know, to again, the people who purchase things from my store allow me to buy tools that I've been wanting. Buying these gears and more of the grommets and crocodile, things like that. So I've used this crocodile to hole punch and to attach those really nice grommets, those metal rings to the tags. I think that just looks so great. And then I did that to this tag as well. And then added a real gear there. And then here's some more. These are just papery. And then this is one of those Stamperia. I like the back too. Little piece of ephemera there. And then I like this steampunk girl here on product packaging. I like to leave the craft side showing so that you can see that I've upcycled and kept stuff out of the landfill. There's another vintage French document that just added a cute clock to with a sentiment and a cute steampunk girl here on the train. I love her outfit. She's done a great job. She's beautiful. All these cute steampunk girls. And then there's a real gear here. I may not remember to point them all out, but on many of these pages with gears around the edges, I've added either and die cut gears and real metal gears to further embellish those pages. Not all of them, but many of them. I went through with a big stack of both and used them all up. And then in here, we have a little, isn't she cute? That's the cutest outfit ever. And she in it, really. So cute. And then here again, it was getting gator mouth, so I stopped adding ribbon to the tags at a certain point, but I still did add the metal toppers. And I like these copper ones, and then a real metal gear there. And look at this cool guy. I mean, that's incredible. Well done him for his costume there. And then this guy here. These guys, some of these men have just the most interesting and creative, elaborate steampunk outfits. So fun and interesting. And then this is from that Stamperia, again, where they just do such a beautiful job designing these. You know, I don't change a thing. This was a scrap, a really pretty scrap that I thought looked nicely in this really big pocket. I like having a big pocket too. And then this girl did a Star Wars steampunk theme, and oh my gosh, she did it amazing. She looks amazing in it, and the place she posed, just wonderful. I tucked that in here, a copy of that picture she shared. And this guy here, I love him. I love him as a tuck spot with a real gear there. And then again, wide in a variety of metals, mixed metals for our steampunk. This lady here, wow, what a headpiece, her costume, and her face. She's got the face, beautiful face for it. And then here's some of those Stamperia journaling cards that need no improvement. And of course, more ribbon ruffled tab on this one. More thoughtful sentiments. And then here's two of my favorite because I have the ribbon, the metal, and then they have the real gears on top. So fun. So fun. Oh, and there's this in here too. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I just love these images. This cute girl here with her little box. And again, I like that she was thoughtful about her background. Fits in nicely with her outfit theme. Oh, right, this is a flip. I don't want to rip it if it's supposed to flip. So this will flip all the way like that. There's a little window there. And if I shift the card, her face will show in the window. I just pushed her a little too deep into the envelope. If we just, there we go. It's like a steampunk Rosie the Riveter. And she fits right in the window if you just don't push her all the way to the very back of the envelope. If you just push her into the middle of the envelope, approximately, works pretty good. And then inside we have this lovely lady here. Isn't that gorgeous? As is she, of course, but oh. And then, you know, again, more advice, more beautiful ladies, steampunk images. Here's one of the die cut ones. I spent 5 hours with my die cut machine the other day doing stuff. So, and again, I love how with these small pages, the detail from the larger pages sticks out, or the tabs from these sticking out to the side of that page, adding depth to this, this decoration. 3-dimensional work of art. I think of them as a mixed media project, even though most people think of mixed media as the paste and the sprays and the inks and the stencils. But mixed media means to use a variety of media. And I've got metal and fabric and paper and chipboard. I consider it mixed media art, a book of art collage. Junk journal is how they're known, though. If you were looking for something, I think junk journal is what you'd be looking for. So, isn't this cute, that doll? And I love this cluster. I just filled in some space with empty room when I was running things through the die and did some pink gears, and those look so cute. I wished I had done more. And then I just recently, thanks to another order, ordered some metallic paper so I can do some metallic gears with my die. And then I also got a gear stencil so I can do some textured paste over the stencil to make some raised gears there that way that's going to be so cool. So I'm going to have to do more steampunk. And I love this mount feature. I did one in the Pirate following somebody else's technique. Theirs had more folds, so it seemed fancier. It made it fatter and it made it not work quite as well. I like how having the weight of this kind of helps drop it shut. And then you can just clip that little element shut like a surprise. And then it adds another decorative piece sticking out the side. So see how there's two tabs here in the middle? So I'll put this here, and then you don't have to, but it's just the kind of thinking I have when I'm doing these things. I like the chain hanging off the side, the sound it makes clinking on the desk, and the way it feels in my hands. I know I had Heather preferred a fabric one because she liked the tactile feel. I think she would enjoy the charms if she had a chance to try that. Maybe not. Everybody's different, and she's so kind and the nicest person to work for. I just can't imagine doing custom journals with anyone else because she spoiled me. She really has. She doesn't like to comment underneath because she's shy, but she knows I'm talking about her, and then that way she gets all that thankfulness without so much back and forth. And then what I've been doing with these is I add them in with Velcro so that they can be removed to make writing on the back side of that page easier if you want, or if you just wanted to use it to take it out and look at it. I'm just going to stick it back in there. I just find where it is with my fingers. Then with the other finger, you just have to get it close with Velcro. The circles don't have to be an exact match for it to stick. So the little paper bag journal. I keep saying I need to do a tutorial for this, and I'm out of tutorials where I had done ahead and then just have them scheduled ahead as I do the flip throughs. Often appear 2 or 3 weeks after I film them, so that I can have them ahead. I'm all out of tutorials. Since my daughter moved in, we chatter back and forth and stuff while I'm crafting. And I really enjoy that. So I don't ask her, can you leave the room or be quiet so I can film a video? Here we are doing filming here at the office too. I'm not set up for a tutorial here at the office. And then I went with my entire collection of bow top paper clips. I made a bunch more, but went through my entire stash, and I'd found my round nose jewelry pliers and curled all those. So again, it's really thanks to the people who've been shopping at my store that I would hope to think that everything gets better and better as I'm able to add more tools, better papers or more papers. Like I ordered some metallic paper as a result of my latest order. As soon as somebody orders something, the things I've wanted and been holding off on, I go get. And I really want the metallic here. See, here's a nice pastel pale die cut out of cardstock, and I have a few of those in here, but out of metallic paper is going to be so amazing. I ordered a few pads of that, and it will be here soon. And then this has my little stamp, and I think it's just a writing spot in here. This vintage document that is, I copied front and back. This is from Ruby and Pearl. I have some of my own vintage documents, but this is not one of mine. This is one of hers. Hers all fold up into these neat little envelopes, and I love that. I just think that is the neatest thing. And then again, more here, gears. And the opalescent paper gears came out pretty nice. There's a great cardstock one. This girl, I love her with her all blue and her super pretty. I would have liked to have seen more of her in that outfit. And then really the stunner is this gentleman at the end. Normally I'd put a pocket back here, but he's just too amazing. I don't want to cover him up. I mean, he is just, I didn't want to add any gears to him or anything. He says it all. Really well done. Great photo there. And then back to the back cover. So yeah, let's measure this one and see what I did. Because I vary between two different sizes that I like to do. Where are all my rulers? Here we go. Okay, so it looks like, oops, let's go the other way. Yeah, it looks like I went 8.5. Then it's by 5.5. And then this one, I know I did a just under 2-inch spine. It is a bit of a gator mouth. It just easily taps flush shut, you know, just without any real weight at all. And then I just love this little door, this little magnetic door. I had somebody on TikTok say, I looked for it in your Etsy shop and it wasn't there. It's not there. It takes me time to get the Etsy listing ads done. And it's a progression of things. I start with the creation, then I do the videos and I share them on social media. Sometimes I sell them before I even have to list them in the Etsy shop, which is a little bit of the hope there. And then eventually when I can make time, I do get it listed in the Etsy shop. So, and then I link the this full length video you're watching now to the Etsy listing. And then I go into the, link the Etsy listing inside the video, and then inside the Etsy listing, link the video. It's quite a process, and this is my busy season as a tax preparer, so it really cuts into the business side of crafting. I still make plenty of time to actually craft. Yeah, so this is my Imagine Steampunk journal in that blue-green plaid box, and then this is one that was kind of a remake of one that never made it into the shop. I have a separate video on this. A remake of one that never made into the shop, got a book and got a new cover. So it actually says Time Machine. It's a little more obvious. I may add a similar Time Machine plaque to the other one if I think it looks nice. This one doesn't open, it's just raised up. That's raising this one up is what gave me the idea to do a door on another journal, and I had to make another journal. So the insides are different, even though they use similar images. I use totally different base papers in the blue plaid one. And then here's a sample of the box feet that will be adhered to this Imagine Steampunk journal tonight, because they came yesterday. So I'll take these home. Now I filmed my videos, and then I will finish that up. And then now it's Friday. I should this weekend get those listed in the shop. I'll make that the focus of the weekend, is getting my ad listings in the shop. And thank you everybody so much for watching my channel, for going to my Etsy store and buying my journals. I do have like folios that you can take all the stuff out of to put in your own journals. And then the folio fits inside your journal also. So those are fun. I haven't sold any of those in a while, and those are great for other crafters where you've made your own journal. Maybe you don't have a color printer, and so then you have all these great color printed things I've made that you can use to add and embellish your own projects. So I know I have a mermaid one in there and a Victorian circus clown one in there right now, I think. I used to have quite a few. It's just those are the two that are in there now. But again, thanks everybody for watching, my continued subscribers. Thank you so much for being faithful, loyal, watching my channel, hopefully watching me grow and expand and improve. And to any new subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. And goodness, you've made it all the way to the end. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Extra blessings on you all. God bless you all. No offense intended. Thank you again, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Hopefully with some tutorials. I've got some tutorials planned. The paper bag journal and something else. But yeah, I'll get it done.